2 points, number 14. 2 points, number 40, Evan. 2 points, number 34, Braden.
Fight tonight was awesome. I can't say enough about that. Their fight, their grit, their determination tonight was great. We had guys that typically don't play a lot of minutes, played a lot of minutes tonight. Because of some foul trouble. I told them, a week, 2 weeks ago, that this would have been a 20, 25 point ball game. We would have packed up camp and kind of just let Effingham do whatever they wanted, but we just kept fighting, kept battling, and we had spurts in the second quarter, especially where we strayed away from the game plan. That really kind of cost us at the end. I think they went 19-6 on us in the second quarter, and rebounding was the biggest stat that hurt us tonight. Parker's really good. He's what I appreciate about him is he seems to always be under control. He doesn't get phased. He's so good around the basket. And he draws contact and goes off 2 feet. And he's just a really good player. I thought, I know he scored a ton of points tonight.
I think 36, I think.
And we challenged.
16 of them were from the foul.
Yeah. I think we challenged a lot of the shots. I would imagine he didn't shoot a great field goal percentage. And I'm really proud of that kid. He's come a long way. He's very, very, very skilled, but even more coachable. He loves getting coached. He craves it. He takes what we tell him and tries to execute it. He's come a long way. His progression has been, his progression has been part of why we continue, I think, to get better and better too. Mm-hmm. He's a great complement to Matthew. Matthew's more of an energy, rebound, defensive guy. And, you know, even Jack does a great job when he comes in on the defensive end and gives us what he can. But Caleb gives us a whole new wrinkle of our offense that makes, you know, even before Caleb had the ball, Effingham almost had 2 guys on him. And that shows a lot of respect to Caleb and what he's become. Back to work tomorrow and got another big game Thursday.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a testament to T-Town. I mean that's the way they play. They're tough kids. They're not going to let guys that they go to school with and their parents work together and they hang out with on weekends to get out of control. You know, they play hard all the time. They always have, and you know, no lead would be safe. We got it by 8, 10, 12 or so maybe, and we knew we had to keep battling. Even with like 3 minutes left, we were up by like 8, and I still didn't feel comfortable. You know, and Parker got to the basket a lot. You know, Nate crashed the boards a lot. And they were fouling at the end too to try to close the game, close that gap. So it gave us a lot of opportunities at the line, and we were hitting them. So that's what won us the game. It was 31 points in free throws. That's half our points right there.
Right.
That between that and rebounding gave us an edge. You know, we could feel it. I mean, I felt like the hands around our neck were getting closer for us to choke and lose a lead. And Jacob Logan comes up with a huge play, gathers himself and goes up and finishes with contact. And gets an and one opportunity. You know, that was very big. It kind of changed the tides again. You know, I felt like the energy and the momentum was starting to go towards the Wooden Shoes, and then when he did that, it kind of stopped him a little bit, and I feel like it changed the tides back our way. It was very big. And then I was talking to Greg. I said the same thing. He said he had us for 5, so who knows? I mean, it was a bunch.
5 straight rebounds.
Yeah,
it might have been
in that one possession.
It might have been.
And you want to say, that's great. You know, look at them at the boards. But they missed 5 straight bunnies, so to have to get 5 rebounds. So when you look at it that way, I mean, it's great, but it shows you how tough our kids are, the determination, the tenacity they have on the rebounds. They crash the boards hard. You know, they take a lot of pride in being able to rebound well. And that's something they do well. And we called the timeout pretty quick. I think we got down 5.
7-2.
Yeah, so we got down 5, and they were rolling. You know, they had all the momentum. We had a nice talk during the timeout, and we tried to fix some stuff. We talked about what we need to do on defense and decisions we're making on offense. And when they started to realize what we had to do, and it might have been my fault. We weren't clear enough in the locker room before the game, and the time we had before the game started. So that's part of our fault. You know, when we start to line it out a little bit better and explain what we wanted to do, they took care of business and they played our game and they did what needed to be done. We didn't trail, but I mean that's only part of it. The final score is the one that matters. So if we didn't trail until the last, as the final buzzer goes off, that's what's big. Right. And they kept it close the whole time too. So although we had the lead, there was never a sigh of relief. There was never a moment we were like, okay, all right, now we can start, subbing some extra guys in, or trying to get the other guys some minutes.
Never felt like you had it.
No, we never had it in the bag. Never had it in the bag. Even with 5 seconds left, I'm yelling at Nate because he didn't do exactly what I asked him to do. With no timeouts left, and they scored with 9 seconds left, instead of just letting it bounce, and then picking it up and then getting a 5-second count with no time left. We picked it up and passed it in. Up 2, before we missed the free throws, they go down and hit a 3 with 6 seconds left, we lose. So it's just a difference. I mean, we're only up 2 with 6 seconds left, and shooting free throws. We missed those free throws. They got a great opportunity with their great shooters for us to lose that game.
Right.
So it was never a closed, closed case, got the game in the bag situation. Yeah, well, it sounded like it was during warm-ups of the game, because how loud it was. When you get a typical game with Effingham and T-Town or Effingham St. Anthony, whatever. Oh, there have been standing room only. Yeah, people have been lined up against the pads and out in the hallway trying to peek around the corner to get in.
It would have been hotter in here.
It would have been really hot. Yeah. It would have been really hot. But yeah, I mean, it was good energy, awesome energy. That's one of the things I missed this year. Going and playing these big rivalry games, St. Anthony, T-Town, twice. And the 50 fans that we get do a great job. The cheerleaders do a great job, but it's still nothing compared to a typical Friday night or Saturday night playing against a cross-county rival.